This one was inspired by you, Charlie. You were silenced because you started questioning, so I'll spread the truth through my poetry to anyone out there listening. Please check out this hypothetical, true story. If I was the one behind the scenes pulling the strings, I'd carefully construct a narrative to deflect from what's really happening. I'd distract the whole world with lies, deception, trickery, while rewriting your Bibles, confabulating history. I'd use victimhood as my front, under false pretenses, gain your trust, my true intentions cover up. You'll never expect what's to come, a parasitic alliance. I'd quietly invade, infiltrate, permeate your politics, government until all decisions are really made by deep state. I'd quote something like women's rights. Call it a movement, use your own sentiment to start conflict, spread strife, cause rifts, blame shift, conquer, divide, completely destroy unity of society at large, but more importantly, at the smallest unit of all, the family. But before you notice my strategy, I'll start another movement or unraveling more confusion as advancement of humanity. And while you remain confused, I'd write, publish, approve the textbooks you use in schools to ensure you'd only learn the views I want you to. News media outlets would be my own propaganda machines, so when all reports in your feed, each broadcast you see on TV, every last article you read all say the same damn thing, you'd have no choice but to believe. I'd catch you while you're young and or dumb, much less likely to question, much more likely to succumb under the weight of my heavy thumb to my blackmail scheme, sick trafficking ring of pedophilia, either stealing your innocence or threatening reputations and imprisonment, whichever your predicament. And if you even think about pushing back, let alone try or stand up publicly, question or criticize, you're not gonna like what you incite, what you ignite. Just think about JFK. Clearly, I'm not afraid, nor Mossad, aka CIA, to fight, eliminate anyone who might stand in my way. Now, while you sort through all that, like the 9/11 terrorist attack, all the trouble I caused, all the rebel lives lost, the hysteria, nefarious chaos, I'll find another way to distract. Maybe drudge up old baggage to unpack and track how you react. Perhaps I will retrial a former tactic. How about the old white versus black bit? Or shall we just do the tried and true red versus blue shit? Either way, I can manipulate and confuse it. I'll use gun control and illegal immigration, abortion and transgenderism to divide the nation, any issue at all, to left versus right you, to instigate, create, hate, indoctrinate, and misguide you. And while you shout, argue, bicker, inflame, agitate, and trigger, just know it ain't a true debate when you just berate, call names, and degrade. Go figure. So is making that mistake worth the trade of respect and civility tossed? When peaceful dialogue is lost, what you think might be the cost? And as you fight amongst yourselves, do you know what you're truly fighting for? Because while you partake in my diversion, your tax dollars I'm diverting for personal gain and to fund new wars. And quietly, I'll just keep taking more and more and more. So who you think benefits from your rifts and ongoing conflicts if you're the ones left impoverished and poor? If the taxes you pay to city, county, Israel, and state aren't enough to keep you in a desperate place, then this crooked crook will leave you shook with my sky-high interest rates from my private lenders and central banks that I helped to create. I'll do whatever it takes to keep you small, watch you fall. You'll never own your own home. You'll own nothing at all and be happy. But the powers that be aren't quite what we seem. We aren't necessarily the ones elected to lead, but instead also include the United States of Israel Committee, all the Zionist cronies, obviously, and all the elites, even many of your favorite celebrities. You see, secretly, we all happen to be on the very same team. And if you're not sure which side you're playing for, just look how deep and wide the divide is between rich and poor. It's obvious who's winning. There's no need to keep score. So are you really surprised we got you sponsoring a genocide? Free speech, privacy, bid adieu, kissed goodbye? Enforced digital ID, perhaps mark of the beast, next in line? You know, conspiracy theories like biblical prophecies are really just early warnings of future events and happenings. Do you remember when we used mandates and fear-mongering to enforce a genetic code-altering jab without proper research or studying? The pandemic was a planned gimmick. A plandemic, so to speak, to see just how easily you'd relinquish all your rights and liberties, give up personal sovereignty, even authority and autonomy over your very own body. It was all a test run for more fun yet to come. So can you just imagine what might be next? What about brain chips implanted in your heads? Humanoid androids running a tight ship, harvesting your energy for the AI power grid? How might the World Economic Forum implement this? Maybe plug you all into the matrix you're already in? I know it may sound a little far-fetched, and maybe you should take it with a grain of salt what I'm saying. I've just heard some things from a former CIA agent, so do with it what you want, or you will then. Just know that if you ever learned of all I've actually done, of what's become and what's yet to happen, it'll be too little, too late. See, New World Order is your fate. So eat all the lies I've fed you, every last breadcrumb that's misled you. Now, here's your dinner. Clean your plate.